One of the surest ways to lose the interest of others is to talk too much about yourself. One of the surest ways to gain the attention of others is to ask about them. It's a kind of one of those balance things. It's kind of thing that the olden youth might say. Inspired by that person. If you do too much of one or the other, you're not going to have much of a social life. Talk too much about yourself and people will go elsewhere. They'll choose to sit at a different table. Unless you're truly a fascinating person. And anyone that talks so much about themselves that think they're a fascinating person, well, they might just be a fascinating person, but it's hard to tell. It's risky, though. It's risky. The Japanese know that all too well, maybe to excess. Well, you look at that. There it is. That great waterfall, that challenge waterfall, what I'm up here today to try to get to. Have a look. Channels are mixing. This is for the LylesBrother channel, but I'm up here on a Softy Papa excursion. You can't see it, that mountain in the mist there. Way across the valley. Vertical cliffs over there. There's a spectacular waterfall that I've had my eye on for a while. I don't know if I can really make it out here. Is it showing up? There it is, there it is, there it is. Rendering itself through the mist there. It's massive. All you can see is the bits of it crashing through, and it continues. Very, very massive waterfall. That's what I'm doing in Softy Papa. That's why I'm hiking now. But this video is for LylesBrother, so I'm going to continue. Talking about oneself too much will push people away, because it's boring. Anyone that thinks so much of themselves that they talk like that does it. Now, vlogging is a little bit different. If you are a vlogger, because you're basically creating, look at this spider, you're creating a place where it's basically like your room in a way. And people may choose to join you there. You know, your little space there. Little spider. Little spider. Isn't that cool? Love it. You're a beautiful spider. Wow. Okay. Whoa, what's this bird? However, hey, if you've watched my Softy Papa channel, do you remember there was the Sakura, Japan Sakura Majesty tree? The giant cherry tree? There it is. All the flowers are gone. That's it right there. Japan Sakura Majesty tree right there. We're going to walk under it, under the LylesBrother channel. Back to what I was saying. But if you, and if you ask too much of others, questioning others, you become the quiz master, as one person once accused me of being. There was this stage when I was an adolescent when I picked up on the fact that talking too much about yourself, I'm a talkative guy, talking too much about yourself bored people, and I picked up on that, and I went in the opposite extreme, and I became overly talkative, overly questioning of others. And one person, a friend of mine, said, "What are you, the quiz master?" There's a little butterfly there. And when I got that quiz master comment, that's when I realized I'd gone too far the other direction. And I strove then after the middle ground, which is one of when I meet somebody new, I question them, I share, I try to do both, at the same time. Yeah, there's under the Sakura Majesty tree. Try to ask about them and tell them about me. And what I usually try to do is lead with questions about them. Not inquiring questions. Not being in Japan has been helpful in that capacity there, because the Japanese are more private. So learning to ask questions that are not prying. Just simple questions about their interests and the circumstances that you might be in, the shared circumstance wherever you may be, and that's a good way to open up. And then if you get a question, throw in your direction, answer the question, but be brief. But don't go on and on. And then a little back and forth banter. And once you fall into that balance that you can talk to one another in a dialogue, then you can really enjoy communication. And the person that you're talking to will really enjoy talking with you because they'll feel like you're genuinely interested. And you have to be genuinely interested. You can't be disingenuous in your questioning. You have to really want to know. So it helps to cultivate a desire to be enlightened by the experiences of others. And if you share about yourself in brief and learn how to package your comments in tantalizing tidbits. I'm not saying withhold information necessarily, but just make it something that they'll want to learn more. So that after you've talked a little bit about yourself, you can then ask a question to them, reveal a little more about themselves, and they can then maybe ask for a follow-up on what you were saying before. And before you know it, you've got a dialogue. And we all know that once a rock starts going down the hill, there's no stopping it for the most part. It really just takes the opening elements, the breaking the ice, so to speak. The mastery of dialogue, the art of communication, of conversation, as we like to call it, the interpersonal sphere of exchange is really one of share and let others share. Nothing more. Respect is implicit. Interest is an understood part of the game. Chasing butterflies ever so much so. Hi, where are you going? I can't follow you over there. Oh, what's that? Suzumebachi, no? Yeah, no. Yes, that is. Did you see that? What's that? Hi, bug. You're not Suzumebachi, but there was just one that came by. Did you see that? Is that your friend? I'm like, whoa, now you're on the camera. The bugs, now you're on me. It's a wild ride up here in the mountains. Well, I'll leave you off on that. Let you enjoy the mastery, the attempt. We never master. None of us ever masters the art of dialogue. It's a lifelong endeavor. Like becoming a doctor or a lawyer. You enter into practice, and you live your life refining that practice until you're gone, and then leave your stories behind for what they're worth. Which is really not much of anything for anyone, because in the end, it's all entropy. And if you don't enjoy it along the way, if you don't chase the butterflies while they pass, it'll all be gone soon enough. Honeybee. So let the butterflies come, chase them. And when you find someone to converse with, share about what you saw and ask what they saw. And between the two of you, you'll find a little bit of magic for the here and now. Nothing lasts, so take care.